Ugh. Alright, I'm back. Let's just jump into it. Of everything I needed to take care of there, I think. I did remember to order the tank, right? Nope. Nope, I didn't. What a frickin' moron. Glad I double-checked. Holy crap. Oh. Never mind. I don't have the money to do so yet. Shall wait. Hey, we now have an interceptor at the other base. Okay, so let me go to that other base. I need to arm that interceptor. The two they start you with, they come armed with, you know, gun and missiles, but, yeah. Nothing comes on those that you get later on, so I shall have to give it some... Oh! Damn it. I've got cannon rounds. I didn't get the actual cannon. I will do that right now. 30k. But, missiles are on it now. Avalanche missiles. Well, it's rearming. I will have an actual gun on it soon, too. Look, we're at the end of a month. Almost, anyway. Here we go. What? How the hell? Oh, right, the terror mission I didn't visit. The Council of Funding Nations is dissatisfied with your performance. You must improve your effectiveness in dealing with the alien menace or risk termination of the project. Oh, man. Really? I feel like I got robbed there. But it is what it is. That's this game being a jerk. Alright, so let's get this interceptor to the cannon as well. There we go. That one's ready to do some fighting. Okay, a little bit of funds now. Not a massive amount. Here. You just need to really have a positive score. The problem was my, the way that the terror mission ended up, not actually occurring. The one in Canberra. I lost points for that. I lost quite a few points for that, as it happens. That is obnoxious, but, as long as I don't end up in the negative the very next month, this one, I shouldn't have an issue. I just need to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. I can't believe that the terror mission ended when it did like that. It was only just a couple minutes I waited. Really annoying, honestly. 6 soldiers, but I've got 4 more on the way. Well, let me buy that tank now. That's gonna do it there. Yeah, I really only have the money to, like, just get, the other base good to go. I haven't seen anybody yet, either. Okay, small one, very high, very fast. I will send an interceptor out after it. Oh wow, it's really hauling. Have to watch it for a bit, I think. Tracking lost. Go to where it was. Maybe we can find it. Have you continue on forward here. Maybe, just maybe. Alright. You can go ahead and spend your fuel. I have a second interceptor there. Alright. Actually, I don't need to slow time down. Alright. More soldiers. Get them on that ship. Alright, 10. We've got... Okay, let's go. Okay, 9 laser rifles, 10 grenades, 10 smoke grenades, 10 stun rods, 10 electro flares. And, yep, plasma pistol with its clips and the mind probe. Alrighty. That's 10 people. Now if I could just, get that tank. That's gonna take a few days. Ugh. Bad part is, I think I want one over here. Ugh. Maybe I should just wait. Could use another radar system. Well, I can't afford that. In containment would be a nice just-in-case thing to have. I'm not gonna be able to. It's just getting the other Sky Ranger active is going to cost me the rest of the funds I have sitting there, come to think of it. Time to sell some laser rifles. Research completed on UFO navigation. Alright. Alien craft use sophisticated computers to navigate on Earth and through space. The system is based on optical processors arranged in network fashion. The control interface is relatively simple. The navigator controls the direction of gravity waves generated by the power source to move the craft in any direction. The system can be used easily by humans, and it can be reproduced using alien alloys and other components. Nothing new to research yet, but, yeah, as perhaps evidenced by this, there will be the option to, potentially make my own, and there might be a need for that in the future. Suffice it to say that the UFO navigation units I have now, I am not selling. I will be holding on to them. Time to go back to research. Not sure how I didn't select that when I did. Okay, good. Breakthrough on heavy plasma. Shoom. Get that going. Pretty good stuff. I think it's sure being wonky all of a sudden. I don't know why. Alrighty, more lasers. Okay. April. We got another one. That is super fast. Oh, first one I've found in Southeast Asia here. Let's send that interceptor. It was like, whoa. Just suddenly turns around. Alright, well, it slowed down. We can engage it. About the same size I've seen before. There we go. Yeah, the avalanches are some serious work. Still gonna be 8 days. No, it's not gonna be around that long. Okay. So we are actually going to have to send a, we're gonna have to send Sky Ranger 1 out here. All the way there. I think it'll be daytime, though. Barely. Alright, we got ourselves a mission. Ooh. Well, equipment's going to be nice and easy. Didn't need the electro flares, but I will stick stun rods in the backpacks. Why I brought them. I'm sure that their value has been shown. Many of these are untested warriors, still rookies. The last one here also gets boob. Okay. Yeah, look at this. It's a tundra. So, what have we got? Oh, the saucer's right here. We can see its front door from here. Some hills back there. Probably gonna be a 5x5. Okay, Gregory. In this direction. Oh, hold up. Lock the mouse cursor to this again. We got sort of a craggy area over here. Yeah, the dunes are a problem. I'm going to have to, try to get on top of this terrain if I can, or at least get a good view of it, because I don't want to get sniped. I want to get, crashed by an alien on the high ground. Let me get 4th unit off. I feel compelled to get someone else where they can see the front door of this thing. Now go ahead and kneel, Olivia. I don't think I want any more off the ship, though, but what I will do, get the others closer to the front. I will stagger them so that nobody's in anybody else's way, although at this point they're sort of all interchangeable. Alright. Been doing. Alright. Hello, aliens? Hey, there's an alien. See if we can shoot it down. Uh-oh. Really? There we go. Like, it's not even that far away, come on. I guess I should have had him kneel first, he had the, time units for it. Alright, well that's one down anyway. Is this the back corner? Okay, excellent. Yep. Gonna be a 5x5. Igor. I'm gonna actually have you head this way. Saw one alien in that direction, so there might be more. Leonid, I want you to watch that door. Do it from a lot closer to it. Right? Rico, you can head around this side. Yep, back corner. 5x5, alright. Okay, have you wait there. Move 3 next. I want to head for this high ground here. Right? Get an overview of where my units are. I can see. Okay. Yeah, let's get another one out. Head this way. Closer to the tail end of the Sky Ranger, and I think that will do for now. I'm beyond the saucer. Oh, you seem to be panicking a little, but... Nice! Killed him on his turn. For a change. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want someone to circle around the back. This will be you. At this point, you can head for the door. Right. Leonid. Peekaboo. Nobody? Okay. I want you to stay put. Keep watching that direction. Alright, Anatoly. Up this way, please. Yeah. Try to get to the high ground. Yep. Grigory, same idea. So I want you to look right up here. Okay. Really? Huh. You guys don't need to get off yet. Nothing. Yet. I think I want to open that door just yet. Have good vision up here. Not seeing anybody there. Let's have you stand here. Oh, hold on, never mind. Okay, I'll have to do. Still don't want to pull anyone else out. I want to move Mariko up here. Sort of a sniper position, as it were. Agree? You see anybody? No. Right. Yeah, I'd better. Out of curiosity. Heavy plasma with a clip. Here. Igor, you to the other side of the door. I don't want to send you in alone. Get a couple of others out here. I don't necessarily have to check everything outside before I go in on this. I think 3 units ought to do. I don't want to risk too many. Okay. Damien can get closer to the front and Leonid, have you guard the rear. Mainly use that mind probe, I think, when I find somebody. I'll determine what I should do about him. It isn't obvious. Whoa! Okay, so with one of my soldiers right there, kneeling in front of the door, Alien steps out, shoots the guy up on the hill, goes back in. And then somebody else responds by shooting one of his fellow soldiers in the back. This game, every now and then, is complete and utter bullshit. That was one of those times. Boy, was it ever. And now there's a bunch of smoke around here. Igor! Get that guy. Actually, are you sure he's not like... Yeah, that's what I thought. You idiot. You're not going to be able to. You freaking moron. How did you not get that guy in the first place? Ugh. And now we have this guy here who's been hit. He has fatal wounds. I need to win this battle in 10 turns. To keep him alive. I suppose he can be the next one to go on in, right? You! You frickin' moron. You're a sergeant? I am firing your ass. At least I ought to. It cost me points to have him executed. Oh. Huh. Didn't expect that one. Now, the worst part is I think I still need somebody out there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Alright, Damien. We're heading up here. Alright, Mariko. Found anything up there? We know it's clear. Go ahead and step on down from there. Eee. Little graphical striping there. Why didn't the one in front fire? That makes no sense. Alrighty. Like that's the turn. No power source, that's for certain. Nope. Looking pretty clear up here. It was important to look. Never can tell. Alright. Igor, you can continue to, avenge your fellow soldier and your own stupidity. There we go. Might be more. Get him into this corner. Snapshot will do. Okay. Ale. Hope you get to live. Really do. On. Let's have someone look in this direction. Okay. Rico, you can, Yeah, looks like I've got one coming this way, one coming. Alright, Mariko, you can head in this general direction. Yuri, you can head in this general direction. There we go. Damien, alright, you're done. Carl's on the backside. Let's... Yeah, I can have him head around this side. That's fine. Okay. I might actually be done, but... Yeah, I was. Oh, sorry about that. Poor thing. And stuck to it. Okay. Rating okay. Lost one operative, got 4 aliens, recovered 6 corpses. Good stuff. I now have a captain and a sergeant. Of course, they... Alright, yeah. Only had the one Sky Ranger. Okay. And the tank has arrived at XCOM Prime, just a tiny bit too late. We have the general stores up at Mongolia, so I don't have to worry about space there. Let me check the stores here. It's not going to be nearly as much, of course. Right, we've got the tank and shells for it here. Yep. That's pretty much everything. Just about the only other... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do have, like, yeah, stun rod there. Alright. Build facilities. Alien containment. Let's put that here. Alrighty, Alright. This base. Do I have any new research projects? Ah, ha, 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 ha. All right. There was something new there. The small launcher and the stun bomb. More alien equipment. They'd hurry up with that heavy plasma. Sectoid soldier, the breakthrough exists. Okay, cell sack, I got some laser rifles. There we go. Making money. Sergeant slaughters his own men, yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of which... 16 days to recover. 16 days. You'll be back in action. And I did actually lose one, so I need to replace him. Nothing. Here we go. Very small. The coast of Japan, huh? Looks like it might head back to land. Follow it anyway. Nope, it's heading out. Actually, might still be able to send you out this way. Maybe I can find the guy. Not no big deal. Just be nice. Oh, there we go. Found it. Ooh. Okay, Interceptor 2. Wait, what am I doing? Good thing I had two interceptors here. Right, you go do that. The hell? Get back to base, I guess. Up to you. We found it. Over Canada. Oh, the one's really tiny. Destroyed completely, I'm not surprised. Got some points for it at least, I'm sure. And where's that research breakthrough? Right. At least the lost soldier. Let's get him back on board. Only got 9 people here. Can make sure the tank goes on though. Oh, I have an additional mind probe now. Could either sell that, could send it to the other base. Transfer it over. I got laser rifles to sell, and it occurs to me we got more sectoid corpses I can sell, although I want to keep one. Still haven't finished the autopsy. Yeah. To keep that money. We're gonna have to make more of these. Okay. Oh, actually, I suppose I should make sure that's on the ship. Oh, duh, I don't have a ship yet. I'm about to, though. Should tell me that facility's done any moment. There we go. Purchase/recruit a Sky Ranger, please. Alright. Once that arrives... It will take a while. I will be able to, go fight battles with whatever I find here. Second base active. Running. Large UFO. Going pretty quickly. I've got the avalanches on this ship. Might need them. Might need them all. It's too fast. If it slows down, will I be able to, shoot it down? It landed! Oh my word. Okay. Oh. I can send Sky Ranger 1 here, I think. Let me make sure that it's well equipped first. Double check on that. I've got 9 people and the tank. Still wounded? Okay. Yeah, alright. Certainly take them a while to get there. The interceptor can go ahead and keep watch, as it were. If it tries to take off, the interceptor can maybe shoot it right back down again. Oh, no, it left. And it left quickly. Alright, return to base. Both of you. Good effort, though. Glad you at least found the thing. Alright, we now have a separate Sky Ranger. XCOM Mongolia is now good to go on offense. There are 10 fresh recruits. Tank to put on there. Plenty of armaments. Mind probe kicking around. Give to somebody. Okay. What are you doing on manufacture? Get those sold. We'll just hit the day button at this point. Research completed on the heavy plasma! Yes! This is a devastatingly powerful weapon based on accelerating particles from within a minute anti-gravity field. This is a strong weapon right here. This thing is very accurate. You can see it actually gets a nice boost on an aimed shot. And, yeah. Strong stuff. Really, really strong stuff. And I can now research the plasma cannon. The pistol, the rifle, didn't matter. The plasma cannon is something I can mount on an interceptor. But that's not nearly as useful to manufacture as would a laser cannon. This takes up Illyrium for ammo and all that. Don't get nearly as much money for selling it off, but it's a strong, powerful weapon. Could be a useful thing to have. I'll certainly start the project and put one onto that. And yeah, that was both the gun and the clip, so that's usable now. That is actually usable. And I will be able to manufacture clips for that if I need to. But they are not exactly cheap. I could make them and sell them, but I would lose money in the process. Yeah, it's nice to finally be able to achieve parity with them, their weapons, but as you might imagine, that will start to change again. You're always playing catch-up in this game until pretty close to the end. Alright, given that that's what we've got progress on, let's go sectoid soul. Okay. We can now produce the heavy plasma and the heavy plasma clip. I could make heavy plasmas and sell them at a profit. It's just slightly less profitable than the laser rifles that I can already make. Mind you, if I wanted to have, you know, actual armament to wield, it's not a bad idea to produce heavy plasmas, heavy plasma clips. You could always... You will make money off of the plasmas more than you will lose to the clips, so that is a possibility, but I will not be allocating manufacture at this time. What I will be oh, come on, I wanted to go to 5 seconds. Ah, more research. Sectoid. The sectoid hierarchy ranges from soldiers to leaders with powerful psionic abilities. These psionic powers can be used to demoralize soldiers in combat, or even take control of their minds. They tend to indulge in human abductions and cattle mutilation. The abduction is used to extract genetic material for crossbreeding and developing clones for infiltrating human society. The cattle provide both nutrition and genetic material. This race appears to want to develop superior genetic hybrids to increase the efficiency of their hive-like society. We can now research alien origins. Yes, we can officially start to advance the plot. Like I said, you actually do need to catch a living alien in order to get certain things started. That has happened. Motion scanner is the only one I've got the breakthrough on, so let's, the people there. And let's slow the time down. Another very small, huh? Not quite over land yet. Alright, let me do what I need to do here. Because now that I can use the heavy plasma, I would be a fool not to. Given what I've got for ammunition, I think what I want to do is put half of them on here, 4 of them, and then 2 clips apiece. If you fire even just a single shot, at the end of the battle, the entire clip is spent. But, what are you gonna do? Not fire it? What useful is it then? And I can put 4 laser rifles back. Do it that way. Okay. That will allow me to sell some more. 20 laser rifles. Sell all of those. Out of curiosity. Some of these things have prerequisites. They require special units. Yeah. In order to produce heavy plasma clips, it will cost me 3 units of my Illyrium-115 per clip. As you can see, I will run out of that very quickly. So, yeah. When it comes to the alien weapons, you're usually dependent on what you find. You just use the clips you acquire, but you can build your own if you've got the stuff. Do I want to send any of them over here, actually? Maybe I ought to. Maybe I ought to do that. Well, I've got 3 heavy plasmas I can send, but I've got no clips. I can do that. I can... Oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, I'll pull back just the 3 for now. Okay. I am going to have to hold on to a few extra laser rifles for when those heavy plasmas run out of ammo. That will be a thing. Alright. Take care, Innoliter. Is it? Oh, alright. Alright. It's heading over land. Let us intercept it. We'll be able to shoot it down somewhere in Canada. Oh! That little jerk! We're going very quickly. Eventually, I will have an option better than the Interceptor. That's a little ways away. That was a tiny little thing. UFO outrunning Interceptor. It accelerated. I'll keep following it. What are you doing on fuel right now? Oh, plenty still, okay. Slows down again, turns, we can, try again. Destroyed completely. And those are the baby missiles, too. It's actually tough to shoot down the smallest size of UFO. I suppose what I could do is just track the thing, try to catch it landing, and then attack it that way. Okay, let's get those on board ship here. I can, for now, remove 3 of those. Those on. I will not be selling those laser rifles, obviously. And how many heavy plasmas did I keep here? 4? Yeah, I've got what's... 5 clips. So I'm going to want to hold on to 4 laser rifles. Just have to remember that number. They'll all but 4 when I sell my laser rifles. More research! Fantastic! Ah, the motion scanner. This sophisticated device uses a variety of detectors and advanced computer algorithms to identify moving enemy units. However, it requires some practice to use effectively. Click on the motion scanner icon on the tactical display. Select Use Scanner from the menu. The scanner display shows an arrow in the center, which is the direction the soldier is facing. North is at the top. The flashing blobs show units which have moved recently. Large units or fast-moving units will produce larger blobs. Static units will not be detected. It can be useful to have one of these on some member in the team to be able to try to locate enemies early on. But I usually don't even bother making one. And you actually can produce those and sell them at a profit, incidentally. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they are actually... Yeah, those are actually even more profitable to make than the laser rifles I'm manufacturing right now. I can actually make a bigger profit off of them. So, at least for the time being, I can go ahead and make those. I still haven't gotten my laser breakthrough yet. Ugh. How unfortunate that hasn't happened. Let's encourage it, shall we? What else am I gonna put them on? Everything else is still an unknown. And we can now produce motion scanner. I shall do so. But I do still want to get... That would be one more laser rifle. I want 4 more. New production. Motion scanner. This will become the new spam it item. I can lower the number of engineers on this. That's too long. That's still too long. I think I can live with that. Okay. Need to remember that when the laser rifles are done, it's time to move those engineers over to the motion scanner. And we have ourselves another terror mission. Alright, so this is what... this battle is almost certainly what I will be ending the stream with, but it might take a while. Yeah, motion sensors are the best until you get your hands on the laser cannons. And because you actually can get motion sensors nice and early, that is a perfectly valid strategy to research that first, rather than the laser weapons, so you get that better profit that much sooner. But, my own particular taste is get rid of all that junk weaponry that they start you off with as soon as possible. Sell it off, free up space, get some laser pistols and rifles going. And you do make a good amount of money off of those too. But yeah, the motion sensor is better. If you want some exact numbers, I can give those to you. There's that pad again. Laser pistol gets you $40 per technician hour. Spicy SNES, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. The laser rifle is 42 1/4. The motion sensor is 52 8/11. Just the way the math works out. But yeah, the laser cannon is 96 2/3, so that's the king of the hill. And there would be an item that's a little better than that, but yeah, there's a little bug involving that one, unfortunately. Okay, Buenos Aires, huh? And it looks like it's going to be daylight very soon. Certainly closer to XCOM Prime than XCOM Mongolia. I will double check my ship equipment because... Oh, good. He's recovered. Just in time. I've got 10 people and a tank on board. Let's get that extra laser rifle on. All of this stuff. Maybe I should bring that spare grenade? Okay. 5, 9... And yes, okay. Looking good. I've got 2 laser rifles to spare. We want 2 more. Alright. Let's get out there. Let's see what we can do. It will not take them long. Get there. But, hopefully it is long enough that we get some daylight going in there again. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Do this. These terror missions are where the real progress is. The terror missions are where the score is most affected, is I suppose what I mean to say. You can gain or lose a lot of points on these. Alright, it seems that the ones with the heavy plasma are not the first ones out the door. And I'm fine with this. Because you've got the spare hand, you get the extra grenade. Alright, won't need those. Alrighty. And I see one right from the ranger, and it is a new species. I am not going to do what I did last time. I will indeed fire at it from here. But first, we use the microbe on it. That is a floater. A floater leader, in fact. It does not have a psionic strength, does not have capability in that regard, but it is otherwise a pretty brawny unit. So, let us, if we have a line of fire, get some shots in on this. You see, that's why I didn't fire from the Sky Ranger last time. It just responded by firing a explosive or a stun bomb or something right inside the Ranger. Or something did. Yeah. Let's get you out of the way. If I can. Oh, glorious. So that would be the one that fired. But it looks like all it did was stun. It didn't kill anybody, it only stunned. We can, probe this one. That's a floater medic. Yeah, it spent some of its time units. That was definitely the one. Well, for a little bit spicy, but it has started to very quickly shift back the other way. And I do believe that I now have a blocked ramp, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Not. Oh, you know what? Let me, heal first. Okay. Really? There we go. Killed my first floater. Yep. That's what I thought. The tank is still blocking the entrance. How incredibly irritating. Yeah, that thing must have had a stun launcher. Worst part about it is that the people who get stunned and drop... they've dropped everything they were holding. Even their backpack's empty. Somehow. Under the circumstances, I kind of don't want to move too far up. But, someone with a heavy plasma should get a little closer. I think I'm just going to end turn here. They might get back up. With enough time, they can stand back up. They can recover from being stunned, grab their stuff again, and be useful. Shouldn't have cost them any hit points. It's just really irritating. Really irritating. Gives the enemy a chance to try to get somebody to, get a deadly weapon in there. So I'm gonna move the tank first for obvious reasons. You're gonna get off the ramp first. Because I've had it with that. You, cheeky little devil. This is the worst tank ever! What the flying... Anyway. Alright, Gregory, you can actually see the guy from there, huh? See if you can do something about his existence. You've already killed one floater. Nice! You have 2 confirmed kills, rookie. Well done. Alright, let's, to get you off the ship now, finally. That's off the map, okay. On the back, is this... It must be, yeah, okay, good. I found a corner. Found a corner of the map. 3x3 area. This is probably going to go 5x5. Like we've got roads here, so it's going to be a narrow set of buildings out there. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Mariko. Get you off the ship as well. And head that way. Reserved for auto shot. Alright, Mikhail and Damien, the heavy plasma wielders. Get you stay out here. And you... An idea. Oh, oops, nope, that one's also a laser wielder. You have a heavy plasma. Get you moving out here. That'll do for now, I think. Please, get back in your house, you moron! We see another floater. These things are very accurate with aimed shots. Go ahead and try one. Damn. Okay. Gale? Actually can't see the guy. Get to where you can. 42? I think I'd rather do 2 auto shots. Oh, right in the face and he's still standing. There we go. Ooh. Overlord Aharo, good to see you here. Yeah, XCOM's officers definitely have that whole guile hair thing going. That is totally a thing. Alright, Gregory, let's send you this way. Nothing, huh? Right, Damien. The tank! Is there room for it between? Yes. Alright, let's go in here. And I forgot... Yeah, snapshot, please. There. Oops. Okay. Mariko, you can go the long way. Right. I'll leave you both on board for the moment. And step on out. You seem to have inhaled a good chunk of that stun bomb, though. You're likely to fall unconscious. Well, let's see if you're running from something. If nothing else, I can try to get a second story view. Might be a little safer. Yeah, this game was actually made yeah, the free Steam keys were given out for this game by the people at Humble. Last week, I think it was. Quite a few people have taken advantage of that. But I am actually playing it off of, actually, I don't think I showed it, session yet. First time I attempted this game, I know I showed this disc, but I don't think I did, I started the second run. But yeah, this is what I'm playing it off of right here. Actual Microprose CD. There was a strategy game collector's set at one point, which had this Terror from the Deep, Master of Orion, and Master of Magic, and yeah, that is how I have been playing these games. Not off of Steam, not off of GOG.com. An actual proper install from the old school disc. Okay, Mikhail. Let's send you in this general direction. There's another floater. Okay, we are going to... Oh, what?! Okay. Oh, I hate it when the enemy reacts to me kneeling, of all things. That was pretty poor, Mikhail. That was pretty poor. See if Damien can do any better. He is a little closer, too, so... There we go! Alright. That one's down. Alright, Leonid. Alright. Hank! So this should be the back edge, yep. There's nothing out there, alright. Huh. He's surprisingly confined here. Alright, Mariko. Great! Nothing. Works for me. Okay. Nice. Alright. We've actually already confirmed quite a bit of this to be clear. Aliens must be really clustered together. The other terror missions so far have been a lot nastier. This one, weird. Alright, Gregory, let's, approach the one bit of cover we can see from where you're standing. Empty there. Make sure we are looking in this direction. Because obviously... obviously the aliens have been there. Alright, that's the turn. Aha! He tried. Gentle pass on their turns. Alright, Gregory, you seem to have the closest bead on one of them. Oh! Well, that's a surprise. I want Damien to work on that. Okay. In a better position with a better weapon. Again, I can move around all I want, but sanity forbid they should take a knee. Kneeling is supposed to make your shots more accurate. Kale, I think I need you to try an aimed shot. That was a direct hit. Not a lethal one. Guess we follow up with an auto. Nice! Was able to keep it steady. Alright. Leonid. Get up to the second floor. See anything out the window? Head over to this one. Alright, well. Nothing out that way, so I guess the tank marches down the street. I should have saved snapshot timing for this thing. Definitely should have. I think my tank's getting shot at. Well, it's sort of a long haul, but who knows. Kind of want to step inside the buildings and look this way, just to see if there's anybody else hanging around there. I might be able to, certainly a long shot, but... No. He's hit the corner of the building there. You can see solid corner here. And that solid corner that got shot out. It's a subtle effect, but it is a thing that can happen here. Still having interface issues here. Well, here, let's do something potentially useful. Let's mind probe these guys while I can see them. Soldier has actually lost some morale. Probe the other one. Oh, really? Huh. I guess he has to face its general direction. Right, well, nothing in that back corner, and she certainly does not need to save her time units this turn. Okay. That'll be that. Oh, it saw a civilian. There is another one in that building. That's what I thought. Whoa! Frickin' floaters. They're called floaters for a reason. They can float. Go figure. It's in their way, they're just gonna go up and over. No idea if Landed has a line of fire on this guy, but if he does, I'll try it. Nice! How on earth did you get a shot to go that far wide? Hey! Good job, Leonid. Nice snipe. I am suitably impressed. May as well just continue to hang out there. Alright, these guys, even with their accurate weapons, can't seem to hit much of anything. Shot came from in here somewhere. Alright. Well, it looks like all the civilians in the area are dead. Maybe I should just toss a grenade on this? Nah. 36, okay. What? You're freaking kidding me. Oh, and now you can't see the guy. Where's the logic in this? Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Oh, that explains a few things. Crap. Alright, so that's a problem. That is a genuine issue that I need to solve. I mean, it's reserved for aimed shot. Get him. Please. Really? Alright, Grigory, I think that's the best I'm gonna be able to do for you. Shot, please. There's one. There he is. Really? Let's see. Aimed shot for Mariko. Maybe, just maybe. I think I have a better line of fire on that one. Sort of a Hail Mary. Hey, got the guy. Nice. Our accurate guns. Alright, Mikhail, yeah, I have a serious problem. I don't know, I have no idea if you can solve it or not, but if you can, we gotta try to. Alright. Should have a good line of fire. Yes! Thank you! Way to pull it out. Another one with a stun launcher. How you doing, Mariko? Alright, good. See if that tank can find that guy. Hey, there he is. Shoot him! Well, it was a somewhat accurately aimed shot, at least. Grigory, you lucky bastard! Hey, look at that! That floater didn't leave a corpse. The heavy plasma just totally disintegrated it. You can just see its gun sitting there. Yikes. Yeah, we're just going to get you here for now. Alright, Damien. See what you can do. You can shoot a fence. Fair enough. Hale, how about you? Nope. Mariko, I can get you closer, I think. Still quite the distance from this thing, so... Nope, killed the tree. May as well try. Leonid's got one already, right? Can, aimed shot. Twice from there. Yes! There we go. Wow. Good stuff. Hey, you guys hang out there. That tank advance a bit. Still one somewhere. Not much left, though. Left at all. Okay, this worries me. I'm wondering if it's, like, behind this building or something. Uh-oh. No, I better get you back in here, then. I've confirmed all the way back down that alley. This is weird. It's quite weird. Figure it's gotta be in this corner. There's no other place they could be hiding. Oh. This is really weird right now. Room on that side of the building at all. That side. Someone rendered unconscious earlier and got back up or something? I've got people looking over this. Damien's nearly at the building. There is one down here. Okay. A feeling. There we go. Yeah. Okay. It dropped its weapon, though. Yeah, I guess it was just unconscious, but it did drop its weapon. We might be done now. I don't know where there could possibly be any others. I would be shocked if we're not done. I guess he was knocked unconscious, but didn't stay that way long enough. Yeah, we're done. 9 aliens killed! Recovered all their corpses. Got 11 artifacts back. They killed 6 civilians, 4 lived. Lost 60 points there, but given the effort, I didn't lose any of my own men. So, that was pretty solid. And Gregory has been promoted to sergeant. Alright, let's get them back to base. Alright. Looks like we will be able to end this on a sufficient note, I guess one could say. Alright. Got 10 people on there still. Because I ended up having 2 people drop their heavy rifles, the heavy plasma, they should have actually managed to, there we go. Yeah, they were able to reload. That, and we found more clips out there just then. That's armament for 1 person. 3, 4, 5. 5 laser rifles makes 10. Plus the tank. Yeah, okay. And I think I would like to have maybe just like 2 motion scanners. I really only need the 1, I think. But I'll go ahead and stick that on there too. Manufacture. Let's see, I can go ahead and sell those. What else did I grab? Ah, yes. I have a new research project available, the Floater Corpse. Let me make sure I get someone in on that. Instant breakthrough! Nice. Well, I'll be going through that pretty quickly then. Only need the 1, so let me sell off the others. Actually, I have the Floater Corpse studied before the sectoid. Okay. Pretty good. On the whole, I'm actually pretty happy with the way things are going in this campaign so far. Things could have been a lot worse. I haven't had any really nasty bad battles. The one only really bad thing that happened is that that terror mission essentially counted as having been missed. I was heavily penalized for that, score-wise. And, yeah, the funding was cut as a result of that. But that should not have a further lasting effect. Things should be picking up again. Oh, hey, it's my birthday. Alright, it's your birthday. It's on Earth Day. It's your... I'm not gonna sing the rest of that right now. Alien containment almost at Mongolia. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't actually had a ground mission yet, so they haven't grabbed any stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, it would seem to be the case that we are in a good spot. We can safely save this off. There we go. And the campaign will be resumed next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Alrighty, I'm going to go see if I can find somebody to host, but for those of you who are not so inclined for sticking around with the rest of us a bit longer, for those of you watching this after the fact, take care, enjoy yourselves, never forget to play. I will catch you next time.